And they do happen to be my two favorite topics. So I'm going to try to list some of the highlights of each candidate's, Kamala Harris and the Trump-Vance ticket, list out their priorities when it comes to real estate, housing affordability, and I'm going to do my best to keep my opinions out of this so that you can make your own informed opinion. All right, so let's start with Kamala. All right, so supply, she's definitely focused on supply, increasing the supply by way of, they've got an affordable housing focus with $5.5 billion towards grants to state and local governments to create more affordable housing and economic development. 30 million of that program is going to support transitional housing for people in recovery. 5% of the program will go towards homelessness. By the way, fact check me if you want. Some of this, I'm not 100% sure that 30 million is part of the 5.5 billion, but anyway, these are some nuances. I might not be 100% on every data point, okay? Tax credits for homeowners, they have proposed. Encourage lenders to use appraisal algorithms instead of human appraisers to minimize the chance of bias in home appraisals. And the administration, the Biden-Harris administration, did successfully lower the FHA mortgage insurance premium by 40%. So, all right. And then last but not least, for the realtors out there in particular, this should be a pretty important issue for you. The DOJ has been pretty focused on the way realtors get paid. I think we all have been watching that news unfold. Regardless of your opinion of it, whether it's been a good change or a bad change, just know that the change isn't ending. Like, they're not satisfied with they're not satisfied with just taking co-op commissions off of the compensation off of the MLSs, okay? It's not going to end there. So they do have my understanding is their goal is they would like to see a situation where sellers are no longer paying buyer's brokerage compensation at all. Like, doesn't matter if all parties agree, doesn't matter if it's on the MLS or not, they don't want it. Like, so just anticipate, if Kamala gets in office, years more of litigation. It ain't over. Moving over to Trump-Vance. Vance has made it pretty clear in several statements and recent tweets that he views a big issue with the housing affordability, the lack of supply, is that we have 20 million illegal immigrants living in this country who are taking up some of the housing supply, okay? So their plan in deporting a sizable amount of that 20 million would free up housing units. According to the National Association of Realtors, we're 2.5 million short in housing units. Okay, let's move on to the next bullet point. I know that one can be a little controversial, but we're moving on. Members of the campaign are developing a plan to restructure the Fed and give Trump authority over interest rate decisions. They also are pretty focused on veteran homelessness. So they stated that there's 33,000 homeless veterans in our country, and that Trump would like to see that at 0. So he wants to take the money that's being spent, or at least a sizable portion of the billion plus dollars that are being spent on, or have been spent on housing illegal immigrants, and reallocate that money over to completely fixing our homeless veteran problem. And last but not least, again, back to you realtors, and this does affect the consumers as well, guys. I don't want to go too far down this rabbit trail because that's a whole nother video, but back to the realtors for a second. Trump-Vance ticket, highly unlikely the DOJ will still be hyper-focused on the way we get paid. Not going to be a priority for them. So I think that would, if they were in charge, probably would see things kind of quiet down on that, and just probably just stay where we are with some of the changes that are occurring this summer. All right, well, hopefully that helps you guys. I'm gonna put these in notes for you guys because I know some of this stuff is a little bit tricky to find. It took me a while to actually find some of it, so hopefully that helps you guys in terms of real estate and politics and which candidates stand for what. Sorry I didn't go into RFK. I think he's awesome, but I think these two are our main picks. Anyway, all right, bye guys.